NLC CSOs reject cybersecurity levy.
I don't know whether it's because the president is an accountant. Maybe he's finance-based. That always takes precedence in all the things that he does. He needs more money to run government, and that's exactly what he wants. Not to talk of the fact that when he does get the money, a large part of it goes into places, not necessarily by him, that is places that they shouldn't go to. But it's become part of I'm sure close to inflows of government are depreciated, I'm sure, by close to something between 45 and 55%. Given it's not something I pulled from there, given the humongous amounts that people are charged with, this minister is EFCC for this amount and that amount. Remember, any amount that that means that amount has been compromised. So what I get simply is that government needs more money to run government. But they are human beings. We also need to look at the human factor. And what makes it worse is that the people in government and their political whatever, they are not ready to make a sacrifice. You want to keep taxing the people. If you didn't have a situation, for example, where you are buying all these vehicles at 160 and so on and so forth, our finances might be in at least slightly better position than for you now to rain another tax on the people, because this is an indirect tax, if you ask me. It's an indirect tax. Let's see what the Daily Trust, what it says. In the circular sent by Chibuzo FOB, Director of Payments Management, and Aruna Mustafa, the Apex Bank said the implementation of the levy will start in the next 2 weeks. Okay, and according to the CBN, deduction and collection of the Cybersecurity Levy is equal to the enactment of the 2024 Cybercrime Prohibition Prevention Amendment Act of 2024. The new levy is coming days after commercial banks reinstated the processing fees on large cash deposits from individuals and corporate accounts. Daily Trust reports that the processing fees of 2 and 3% on deposits of over 500,000 for individual and 3 million for corporate accounts was suspended for 6 months before they were reinstated. The EMTL, the Electronic Money Transfer Levy, is a one-off charge of 50 naira on electronic receipt or transfer of money deposited in any commercial bank or financial institution on any type of account on sums of 10,000 and above. Okay, so that's what we have here. The NLC is blowing hot, and Tony Adero noted that the levy is another anti-people policy of the government in the midst of excruciating hardship. The NLC vehemently condemns the recent directive by the CBN to levy a 0.005% cybersecurity levy on electronic transfers. This levy, to be implemented by deduction at the transaction origination, is yet another burden on the shoulder of hardworking. Whatever are the merits of this, I think at this point in time, it should have been suspended, until, we experience slightly more buoyancy in the system. Not at this time that people are even buying fuel at almost twice the price, scarcity, all kinds of things. And the mental agony. When you talk about the money, it's not that much significant, really. But it brings about what you call a mental agony of you being taxed left, right, and center. When you juxtapose that with the reports that you get from the EFCC, it doesn't make it sound or look palatable. It doesn't make it sound or look palatable. SERAP has given a 48-hour ultimatum. SERAP is always doing that. I wonder how many cases they have against the government. And they've given a 48-hour ultimatum. They urged the president to stop Nuhu Ribadu and the office of the NSA from implementing Section 44 and other repressive provisions of the Cybercrimes Act 2024 as it flagrantly violates provisions, and that's whatever. The People's Redemption Party describe it as a heartless policy. How does Sheriff Quadry describe it?
How did I come into this? I don't understand.
Yeah, a renowned citizen.
No.
We need to ask you.
I don't understand.
We need to ask you.
Well, to be honest, I do not think that. Yes, the law. We have so many laws with different kinds of levies and taxes and everything that are even yet to be implemented.
Yes.
But the government must put human face to everything that they do.
Honestly,
Because right now people are going through not even now. No, it's a wrongest of
now.
times. Not now at all.
You know.
So they really need to think twice before they bring up policies. That people, yes, they've given excuses as to who is to pay, who are not to pay, and all of those things. But trust me, what people don't want to hear right now
is any form of deduction
coming after their money.
No,
People don't want to hear that right now, and they should put that first as to the convenience of their people, because without the peace that they enjoy right now, there won't be any government.
You know, part of the problem, whether we like it or not, it must be said, the political class are far, far away from the people. All these things we complain about, most of them don't feel. The political class have a way. Do you know how many members of the elite, political elite, for example, who probably will be enjoying free diesel in their homes, who probably would be in certain homes that are actually owned by government, I know even in the days of the military, there were so many houses available for people. Some people, as we speak today, they've been living in government houses for 15 to 20 years, and they're not government officials. So they are so far away. They are so far away from the reality of the people that when you say these things, they probably will be wondering, what's the whole fuss about? How much is it?
Because they can't
they don't feel it.
They don't understand it.
Yes, but if they had to go through what citizens go through, especially those who are honest and don't have any access to the cookie jar, they will have a feeling of what we are talking about. But I don't blame them. They are too far, even down to ward level. They have a way of taking care of themselves. When you hear something, government is going to give palliative, this, that, is going to the politicians. It's going to the politicians. They manage to take care of themselves. And we see a lot of it around us here in Lagos. They don't feel it at all. You see a lot of it. It's exhibited. Go to the social media, you will see it. There are so many people exhibiting wealth in the social media. All we know is that they are close to government. There's a recent video now of somebody who not long ago was a government official. The only thing is I can't put a date to the video. The guy was virtually throwing dollars away.
Okay, yeah, I think I saw it.
You saw it?
Yeah.
He used to be a member of government. He used to be a GM or whatever it is of government, but he's a close associate of the politicians. It's only such people that would be get involved in such a degenerate exercise. He was throwing dollars everywhere. The floor was full. And I was asking myself, when you do these things, what do you want people to think of you? Because I always say that with every action, you need to think it through. It's to show that we are above the system. We know how we get our money. You guys can go to hell. So we plead with government. Not all of us have the same access to, especially those around you. I don't visit any governor. I can't go and there are people who will wake up in the morning, call some of the people in power, money be to and they will get it on a Friday. I need to spend the money. That is the truth. If you don't know, you better know now. And it trickles all the way down to local government.
Yeah.